Hi and Shabbat Shalom, Moshe Taragin from the Gush, and it's my honor to deliver Dvar Torah on behalf of Mizrahi. In Parshas Pinchas, Moshe receives the harsh news. He won't enter Eretz Yisrael. And heroically and selflessly, his first response is, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, there's got to be a successor. There's got to be a succession in place before I leave the people vulnerable and in the desert. He asks Hashem to locate or identify a successor, and he uses a very interesting phrase to refer to Hashem. Yifkod Hashem Elokei Haruchos L'chol Basar. Literally translates as the God of spirits, of personalities, of opinions, Ruach. Rashi comments that Moshe was asking Hashem that you alone can find someone who understands that people are different, the diversity and the complexity of the human condition, and to help find a leader who, like Moshe Rabbeinu, is able to accommodate, embrace, create space, understand, cultivate diversity. This is an interesting shift in Moshe Rabbeinu, because back in Parshas Yisro, when he was not looking for a successor, but he was looking for people to assist him, his criteria were very different. Anshe Chayil Yirei Elokim, Anshe Emes Sonei Vatza, honesty, integrity, people that don't have any avarice or greed, fearing Hashem, which of course is all necessary to appoint judges and assistants to Moshe. But at the tail end of his career, a career that was just so broad in its sweep. Moshe scaled the heavens and split the seas, defied Paro and defended us in heaven twice to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and yet he dealt with sinners and with mutinies and with insurrections and with Dasan and Aviram dogging him and hounding him. And Moshe Rabbeinu realizes that to be a leader and leader at all levels, people are different, people are fragile, people have dark sides, people are not always going to live up to expectations. Tolerance, understanding, versatility, emotional awareness, to understand that they're different. And ironically, Hashem is the ultimate Elokei Ruchos, because Hashem creates us different. So understanding the differences in human beings is, not so ironically, being similar to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. One of the ways we're similar to Hashem is if we stretch our personalities to embrace people that are different. So now we're back in Eretz Yisrael, and it's hard. It's a hard project, collecting people from 52 different countries, different cultures, different levels of religion, different political ideologies. And then October 7th happened, those dark moments which were still operating under his influence, and we're reminded of how we can be united, because in times of crisis, the differences are shed and we are united. But now as the crisis is shifting into a longer, not that it's subsided, but it's a longer period, it's less acute, some of that unity is dissolving, and we're returning to the differences. But October 7th didn't just remind us of the unity we can and should attain, it also reminded us of the historical perspective of why we're in this country and why we're fighting so tenaciously to defend our country, and why, unfortunately, we're willing, not eager, but to pay prices that are so steep. Because we're involved in this historical project, and there's so many demons and so many devils and so many foes that we have to face, but then there are internal issues to the project. And those internal issues are creating holism and fraternity in a society in which there's so many different people. Ashkenazim, Sephardim, politically left, politically right, different levels of religiosity. And October 7th reminded us of the historical context of this project to reclaim the state of Israel. And history demands not just defiance and courage against their enemies, but it demands understanding and perspective and tolerance and large-mindedness internally. So we may be sinking back into differences, but October 7th didn't just hold up an image of the unity we can achieve, but it reminded us this is a project that could take many, many generations to collect and assemble people from Arba Kanfos Haaretz. And now is the time to remember Moshe Rabbeinu's final criteria for being a historical Jew, Elokei Haruchos, someone that's Yodea Lisbo Ruach Shel Kol Echad V'Echad. Shabbat Shalom.